Hey, what's going on? It's Kyle from escapethenorm.com, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can hide your WordPress login page so you can secure it against bot traffic and hackers. Now, it's not foolproof and it's not going to stop all hackers, but it's a significant thing that you can do to prevent people from gaining access to your WordPress dashboard. So, as you know, to access the WordPress dashboard, you have to log in first if you're not logged in already, and you go to your domain.com or whatever it is, slash WP admin, and this is going to take you to the login page. And what we want to do is make it to where if someone types in WP admin, it redirects them to a different page. Like in my case, I'll be showing you how to redirect it to a 404 page, which is by default. You can also access this same page by going to the domain slash WP login.php, and it'll bring you to the same page. And so what we want to do is prevent that so that people can't even access that page. Therefore, they can't even try to guess your password, even if it is a weak password. But I always suggest having a strong password. Okay, so now I'm logged into my WordPress dashboard, and basically what we're going to do is install a plugin so that we can change this to something else. And I'm going to show you two main different ways to do this. The first way I'm going to show you is with the SiteGround plugin. So if you have SiteGround web hosting, this is the easiest way to do it. And if you don't, I'm going to be showing you here in just a second how to do it with a free plugin, so it doesn't matter what hosting company you have. So I'm going to go to SG Security, which these are the SiteGround plugins. And then I'm going to go to login security. And basically what you want to do is click configure by custom login URL. Now this is the default, which is checked. It's the WP login.php. But if you want to change it to a custom one, like say I wanted it to be test 1, 2, 3. Now, obviously, you'd probably make it more complex than that, but just for our testing purposes, I'll show you. So basically, it'll be your domain name slash test123, and that's how you'll access your login. And WP admin or WP login.php won't work anymore. All you do is click confirm, and then it will be done. And so if I log out and then I try to access WP admin again, it's going to give me a page that says that the page doesn't exist. Likewise, if I try to access wp-login.php, it should do the same thing. Now, the only way to get to the login is to type the custom one that we put in, which is test123, and then hit enter. And there is the login. And so I'm going to log in again and show you a different way to do it. Now, there is one really important thing I'm going to cover here in just a second after I show you this other method. So make sure you stick around, because otherwise you can basically lose your login. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay, now I'm logged in again. And so what I'm going to do is basically go back to this SG security and go to login security. And I'm going to put it back to default. And I'm going to confirm that it's working. So I'm going to put default, confirm, and then I'm going to log out again. And basically I'm going to show you how to access the other way, like if you don't have SiteGround. So I'm going to just make sure this works. Okay, so now it's working like default again. So I'm going to log in again. Okay, so now for the second method. So now that we're back to default, the other method is to install this other plugin. So what you'll do is go to plugins, add new, and then what you'll search for is WPS Hide Login. Click search, and it's this first one. Now it says it's on test with this version of WordPress. I just updated to a new version, but I've already tested it works, but make sure you make a backup before you actually install it if it says that. So I'm going to click install, and then I'm going to activate it. And then the way that you get to the settings for this one is you go to settings and WPS Hide Login. And basically these two, so this will be your new login URL, so you can type whatever you want right here. And if you have like a certain page, like by default it redirects you to the 404 page, but if you have a different page you want to display, like, I don't know, haha, you didn't guess it, I don't know, something like that. But you can put that here, but I'm gonna just leave it to the default 404. But again, I'm gonna put test on this. I'm gonna put test 555, or actually 5150, like that. I'm gonna click save changes, and then we're gonna test to see if it works. So then I'm going to log out, and then again, I'm going to try to make sure that the default one doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work. And so I'm going to put test 5150. Oh, I typed it wrong. I accidentally put a dash. And the first time might take a second. Okay, so as you can see, it worked, and now I can log in again. Okay, and so if you wanted to change it again, you would just go back to settings, WPS Hide Login, and you could change it to something else. Just make sure you click Save Changes. If you want to basically restore it back to default, so say you want to make it to where you can access it again at WP-admin, all you do with this one is you deactivate the plugin, or you can delete the plugin. So I'll just click deactivate on WPS Hide Login. And now if we do it again, then now, as you can see, it worked as default. So we've essentially, by deactivating the plugin, we've set it to default. Okay, so now let me tell you about the big bad thing I was talking about. If you use like a capital letter, like I did this, and I saved it, basically it turns the capital letter into a lowercase letter. And so if you try to access it with the capital letter, it's going to bring you to the 404. Just make sure when you put it in here to put all lowercase. You can put dashes and numbers, but I wouldn't put anything else. So that's going to do it for this tutorial. If you had any questions about this, shoot them down in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions or would like me to cover something else in the future, let me know down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future, where I walk you through step by step. And with that being said, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.